Good afternoon, everyone. With massive floods raging across China, you could only expect that to the west in the Himalaya that the Indian monsoon would be dumping enormous amounts of rain as well. Massive flooding through the Indian northeast states, rice growing area up there. So what it looks like from the air, somewhere under the water there's rice fields. As all that water was heading and still is heading downstream, right into Bangladesh, record floods. On the same border with the Indian northeast states, upper Myanmar, floods, 1.6 million acres of rice affected. With massive rains flooding China, displacing hundreds of millions of people with $100 billion worth of crop damage, you could only expect that to the west, India, across the Himalayan range, would be having excessive rains as well. Areas here that are receiving the largest rainfalls are the India northeast states, Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Manipur, Mizoram, Nagaland. It is a huge rice growing area in that part of the country. It encompasses the north zone for India's rice production. Under the water, there's rice fields, as well as other crops somewhere down in there. Another aerial view here shows you the widespread flooding. And jumping over a little bit west of that, where you see Bihar in the green with the irrigated rice, this is what they're experiencing there. So definitely going to have some rice production losses in India this year. And as would be expected, with all the water draining down through the river basins, it's going to pass through Bangladesh. So here's what the flood map of Bangladesh looks like. Record floods across some areas. Rice production affected as well. Just on the other side of the mountains to the east, in upper Myanmar, which would include Sagaing, Magwe, Rakhine. So far, a couple 100,000 people moved out of the way of the floods. A bit closer view on the map here. Their rains started back in middle June. And since that point, it's just been raining and raining. And it continues to rain. Villages, towns, and crop growing areas look like this. Levees breaking as well into farmlands. And if we're looking strictly at irrigated areas for rice, 1.6 million acres will be affected in this flood. Thanks for watching. Hope you got something out of the video. These amazing rains and floods across 5 different continents now. Our atmosphere is definitely moving and changing with the commencement of the new grand solar minimum. Please consider jumping over to Patreon, Adapt 2030. You can support my work over there. I'd like to get an assistant, organize more information, give you a bit more content, and also start a newsletter at the same time. Because as you see, everything seems to be accelerating suddenly these last couple of months. And as we reach into winter, it's going to accelerate again. And definitely expect a food price rise coming to a store near you.